And in second place, our silver medalist with a distance of 10 meters, 69 centimeters, Jody Siska.
There's people here who were told they'd never walk, and here they are running.
The games have begun in Ewing. 2,500 athletes will spend the weekend seeking Olympic glory at the Special Olympics.
Celebrating 50 years of the abilities of our athletes and individuals with intellectual disabilities. So it's a very big, iconic milestone for us here.
On this golden anniversary, some of the athletes going for the gold go all the way back to the first Special Olympics in 1968.
I did in track and field. I was a runner. I came in third place in the first time ever.
Green is still in, red through.
I feel me and my partner is going to bring home the gold.
From the oldest competitors to the youngest, athletes from ages 2 to 7 played in the Young Athletes World Series on the softball field and ran in the Future Stars race. Athletes of all ages competed in swimming, bocce, powerlifting, softball, and track and field.
When they're on the track or in the pool or on the tennis court, they're going for the gold. They're going to try to do the best they can do.
Right now I feel pretty good. I ran as hard as I could, as fast as I could.
For athletes, it's the thrill of competition. For their coaches, parents, and the spectators, it's awe-inspiring to watch athletes seek greatness against the odds.
Tear up. Love it. Love it. It's absolutely wonderful. No better feeling in the world.
In Ewing, Alex Sedan, News 12, New Jersey.
It was a festive and joyous atmosphere in the heart of historic downtown Jersey City as thousands of people spent their Saturday under the sun celebrating the 17th annual Jersey City Pride Festival and supporting the LGBT community.
It's every race, color, people, which is really, really exciting.
Jersey City Pride emphasizes the importance of diversity in the community, but many feel President Donald Trump's recent order to stop the military from accepting transgender men and women as recruits is a step backward for civil rights.
It's really horrible.
The decision to ban transgendered people in the military is not only just discriminatory, it's also illogical.
The president has given the Pentagon 6 months to come up with a policy on transgender people who are currently serving. He also wants to put an end to using federal money to cover sexual reassignment surgeries, except for the ones that are currently underway.
This is not cosmetic. This is not, a rash decision. These are people who are trying to make their outside appear the way their inside feels.
The president argues the ban is necessary to keep down military costs and disruptions, while others feel the ban is just promoting inequality in the armed forces.
It fuels fear, ignorance, and hate, and I believe it can cause disruption within our armed forces.
The hope by many is that the president reconsiders his stance on the ban, but until then, they will unite and continue to show their pride.
And we have to continually join together and continually have events like this.
Nadia Ramdes, News 12, New Jersey.
It's very hard to sleep. I've had to send my kids out to friends' houses.
Lost all my food. It was over $100 at ShopRite.
Frustrated residents on Bach Boulevard in Howell, where they were without power since Monday's storm.
Oh my God, yeah, it was scary. And my husband and I are going to be 80, so it's kind of tough.
JCP&L spokesperson Cliff Cole says they have a staging area in Monmouth and Ocean County to accommodate the crews from both in and out of state working to restore power.
We had roughly 3,000 extra personnel out as of yesterday assisting in this process, and that's, we think, is why it helped bring the numbers down as quickly as they did.
He says 232,000 customers lost power following Monday evening's storm. Now approximately 6,000 customers without power statewide remain. Even without power, Linda says she's happy with JCP&L's response.
They were excellent. I mean, they were here that night. They were on call. Everyone was looking for answers.
But for those still waiting for their power to come back, Cole says they're doing their best.
It's hard to say exactly when every last customer will have their power back, but what we're saying now is a majority of the people will be back by Friday night. And we appreciate their patience, and hopefully we're right at the finish line here.
With the latest on the investigation, Nadia.
That's right, this home remains a crime scene hours after the grisly discoveries. Now, many out here are wondering, were these random attacks or did the victims know their killer?
One of the neighbor's kids who jogs around, he was all hysterical. And then he said, oh, there's somebody, you know, on the sidewalk with a sheet over. And I was like, wow.
It's a frightening and disturbing scene typically seen in horror movies, not here in the quiet and affluent community of Maplewood.
I own a restaurant right down the street. I would never think this would happen.
A man's lifeless body found inside a home on Walton Road near Jefferson Avenue in Maplewood, while a woman who neighbors say is the live-in nanny for the man's family, also the victim of a vicious attack.
I've never seen anything like this.
Police responded to the scene just after 6 a.m. Saturday, after neighbors say they found the woman bleeding and unconscious in the street near the home. It appeared she had tried to run for help.
My other neighbor heard somebody screaming, so it's not clear what was going on when she was screaming.
Neighbor Andrew Del Torre says the victim, his wife, and 2 small kids moved to the home almost 2 years ago. Del Torre says the family, as well as the nanny, were approachable and very friendly. He said sadly the victim was supposed to meet his family down the shore this weekend.
You can't imagine, you know, a mom with 2 kids and like they're sort of like down at the shore having, you know, and then like to come home to that just it's crazy.
Indeed. Well, the cause of deaths are under investigation. Meantime, neighbors out here claim they saw a man randomly walking around Friday night, and he was actually hanging out close to this home all evening. Now they're wondering if that person had any connections to the crime. In Maplewood, Nadia Ramdes, News 12, New Jersey.